Kosher certifiers are entering the era of precision fermentation with a sense of optimism because this technology actually lends itself beautifully to the kind of traceability, ingredient control, and production transparency that Kashrut supervision thrives on. Unlike traditional dairy or meat processing, where farms, animals, and biological variability introduce constant halakhic challenges, precision fermentation operates in highly controlled environments where every nutrient, microbe, and processing step can be documented with remarkable detail. In many ways, this gives kosher agencies unprecedented clarity. Instead of worrying about accidental contamination or hidden animal derivatives, they can focus on a clean, engineered process that is easier to monitor than a dairy barn or cheese factory. As a result, many certifiers view precision fermentation not as a complication but as a promising opportunity to expand kosher options with fewer classical obstacles. When certifiers examine a precision fermentation product, the first major area they study is the origin of the microbial strain. Because the halakhic identity of the final protein depends entirely on its source, agencies want to confirm that the microorganism producing the protein was not genetically derived from non-kosher animals. This doesn't mean the final protein would automatically be non-kosher. It often isn't, but verifying the lineage ensures the process aligns fully with halakhic consistency. In most production systems, the microbial host is something simple and kosher-friendly, like Pichia, Saccharomyces, or filamentous fungi long used for enzymes. These organisms have no halakhic problems, and certifiers appreciate how predictable they are. Once the strain is approved, the rest of supervision becomes far more straightforward. Next, certifiers investigate the growth medium, the food fed to the microbes while they produce precision-fermented proteins. This is often where the most technical supervision occurs. Agencies closely examine carbon sources, like sugars, nitrogen sources, amino acids, peptides, vitamins, minerals, defoamers, and any small molecules that sustain fermentation. Each ingredient must have a kosher certificate or be evaluated individually for its source. Because fermentation inputs come from factories that also serve vegetarian, vegan, pharmaceutical, and biotech markets, they often have excellent documentation already. Kosher agencies benefit enormously from this level of transparency. The positive side is that once every feedstock is verified, certifiers gain absolute confidence that nothing non-kosher enters the system at any stage. Facility questions form another major layer of supervision, and this is where precision fermentation again offers advantages. Fermentation tanks, filters, separators, and stainless steel piping are typically dedicated, closed-loop systems that never touch meat, dairy, or other problematic materials. Kosherization procedures, steam treatments, chemical sanitization, and temperature validations are standard in biotech manufacturing, which makes it easier for certifiers to confirm that equipment is free from prior residues. Moreover, because many fermentation facilities produce enzymes, vitamins, and pharmaceuticals rather than food items, they already operate with extreme cleanliness and traceability. This high standard of industrial hygiene aligns beautifully with kosher expectations. Certifiers also evaluate downstream processing steps, where the fermented proteins are extracted, purified, and turned into food-ready ingredients. They examine filtration membranes, ion exchange resins, solvents, stabilizers, and binders. Each of these materials must be confirmed as kosher and free from animal-derived sources. Fortunately, most downstream consumables used in precision fermentation come from synthetic or plant-based sources, and they already meet global food safety requirements, making them easy to certify. Once agencies understand the full purification pathway, they can approve the entire process with confidence, ensuring that no hidden non-kosher elements appear at any stage. Finally, agencies assess cross-contact and facility design. They look at storage rooms, ingredient warehouses, cleaning systems, and risk controls. In classical dairy plants, certifiers worry about non-kosher enzymes or accidental mixing with dairy equipment. In precision fermentation, the concerns are narrower and easier to manage. Many facilities do not handle any meat or dairy at all, meaning the kashrut risk profile is significantly lower. This allows kosher supervisors to develop clear protocols that maintain high standards without the need for constant on-site oversight. Digital batch documentation, chain of custody logs, and automated systems enhance supervision in ways traditional food plants rarely match. The result of all this is a deeply positive picture. Kosher certification in precision fermentation is not an uphill battle, it is a natural fit. The very structure of the technology supports halakhic clarity. Ingredients can be tracked with precision, processes can be validated scientifically, and facilities often exceed the cleanliness expectations that kosher law envisions. Instead of wrestling with the complexities of animal handling, slaughter, or admixture, certifiers are dealing with ingredients, genetics, and well-defined engineering protocols. This transforms kosher supervision from a reactive process into a proactive partnership with innovation. As precision fermentation grows, producing dairy proteins, enzymes, fats, and entirely new categories of kosher-friendly ingredients, the relationship between halacha and biotechnology promises to become even more harmonious. Kosher agencies are not simply adapting, they are discovering that this modern method gives them tools for consistency and purity far beyond what earlier food systems allowed. And for kosher consumers, the outcome is a future where cutting-edge foods remain fully aligned with tradition, offering abundant new possibilities while preserving the enduring clarity of halacha.